Okay, we can hear you, Coach. We
Can
can
you see
see
me?
you. Yep, we can see you as well.
All right, let's roll. How y'all doing? Had a
Hey,
little difficulty.
oh, no worries, Coach. Appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to join us. Coach, if you could please start us out with an opening statement, just kind of recapping your team's opener there against Lafayette.
Well, you know what? When you're playing a game of that magnitude, when you're playing up in competition, like what I like to say, when you're playing guys with more scholarship, your game plan it's got to click from the beginning, and you got to be hitting on all cylinders. And we did. We gave up some big plays. We couldn't get off the field on third down. We didn't sustain drives on offense. So, like I told the kids, we got to do. I got to do a better job as a head coach to get the offense to finish and get the defense to get off the field. But we let it go. We let it go in the second quarter. They scored 23 points in the second quarter. If you take that quarter away, the game's closer than what the score reflected.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach. First question goes to Perry Daniels.
Morning, Coach.
Morning, how you doing, Perry?
I'm doing super fantastic. Coach, your first game as the head coach of the historic Grambling State University Tigers. Talk about the experience.
Well, it was a good experience. You would like to be the first game of the season to be at home, but you got to play these games. But it was a great atmosphere down in Lafayette. They was doing some remodeling on their stadium, but we had good energy. We had good energy from the kids. We had good energy from our fan base that showed up. Our band showed up. So I thought the energy was there, and we just didn't get it done. We just didn't complete the task that we set out to do. So it was a great experience for me.
And your offense, Miles Crowley. Can you talk about his play and his assessment?
Well, I was okay with the way Miles played. He just had the one glaring interception for a touchdown, and we can't have that. But we didn't see that in the scouted report. We didn't see that for them in defense. So it was an unscouted look. But the thing about it, he has seen it before because we get the same thing from our defense. So he knew what he had to do, but he's got to remember when he gets an unscouted look, he's got to revert back to his rules. And his rules would have told him to do something different, and he would have never had to make that throw. He'd have went somewhere else with the ball. But I was pleased the way Miles played. He played with patience. He didn't force anything, and he's just gonna get better. Week in and week out, he's just gonna get better. But I was happy, but just that one glaring mistake that he had, and that's just he in this system. You got to revert back to your rules.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach, it's James Hill with James Hill Sports. How are you, sir?
I'm good, James. How you doing?
Awesome. Can you talk a little bit about the opportunity for your home opener at home? You get Tuskegee, two iconic brands. This is special for you personally and for the Grambling Nation. But tell us about the thought process going into your home opener.
Well, we know. I know the history of Tuskegee. I faced Tuskegee in 1999 was my first time facing him. I was at Alabama State. We played him in the Turkey Day Classic. So Comegys was the head coach. LC Cole was the head coach at Alabama State. But I understand the magnitude and the history that program brings. They're about winning. They always have good players. They're always well disciplined, and they're always well coached. So my message to the team is don't let the D2 stuff fool you. Don't listen. Don't block out the noise what you're hearing about them because this is a really good football team. And tradition wise, they're one of the best HBUs for us tradition wise in the country. So we're gonna prepare. We're gonna prepare. We got to prepare to play them, but we're not. Nobody's taking them lightly. Nobody's overlooking them. Just the stop sign that we have to stop at the second stop sign. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna hit the brakes and we're gonna give our full attention to Tuskegee.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed week.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday with HBCU Overdrive. How you doing, Coach?
Doc, how you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm doing good, doing good. Uh, as far as your run defense go, what are you trying to going up in coming into this game against Tuskegee? What you saw from Sunday when they played Johnson C. Smith?
Well, you know what? They got two good quarterbacks. One's more of a thrower, and four's more of a dual guy who runs around a lot. So when he gets out the pocket, we got to stick to our guys because he's looking to throw the ball. He's looking to throw the ball. So we got to do a good job of that. We got to continue to have gap integrity on defense. For the majority of the game Saturday, we did that. They rushed for like I think 118 yards, and because that's one thing we preach. We're not going to let people just run the ball down our throat. We got to have gap integrity. But if you don't have gap integrity on the run game, big gashes is going to happen. So I was pleased with that part of the defense. And I think that Tuskegee, with their offense, they show you multiple things. They're going to be difficult to get ready for them. They do a lot of things, and just going back and watching him at Alabama State, he did a lot of things over there. So it's hard to get ready for a team that give you multiple formations, multiple personnels, and multiple plays. Like some plays are the same plays, but it's at a different formation. So it's not going to be an easy team to get ready for our defense. So they're working all night. They're working night and day. Because we don't have much film on them, so they got to work night and day to get ready for them.
And of course, Johnson C. Smith, I think they had over 200 yards of rushing in that game on Sunday. Are you going to try to emulate anything as far as with your running backs to kind of take some pressure off of Miles Crowley?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not here to take pressure off of Miles. Miles is a quarterback at a Division I school, so he's got to feel the pressure. Pressure should be his friend. I mean, he wouldn't be a quarterback for me if he couldn't take pressure. So no, we don't have the game plan where we're going to take pressure off Miles. Are we going to hand it off? Yes, because we got two of the best backs that's in the SWAC with Bull and Trey Bradford. So yes, we're going to hand it off. But Miles understands to get us in the right run plays to make sure that if the run's there, we take it. If it's not there, we use the RPO. But yes, we're gonna have some running backs. We're gonna play running back by committee, but we're gonna try to play 4 or 5 of them on Saturday.
I appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right, Coach, as always, thank you so much for taking some time to join us, and we look forward to speaking to you again next week.
I appreciate you, and good luck to all you guys.
Thanks, Coach.